Well, apparently 50 Cent and Big Meech done had a falling out. While Big Meech was locked up, 50 produced the show, BMF, made Meech's son the lead actor with no acting experience. Now, if you know 50 Cent at all, you know you don't link up with his enemy. But here go Meech with one of 50's longtime ops, Rick Ross. They cheesing, showing all their new teeth, having a good old time. You do not link with Rick Ross publicly if you down with 50 Cent. Just to be safe, don't shop at Ross. Don't listen to Diana Ross, don't watch Friends. They got a character named Ross. So 50 ain't like that, start saying Big Meech is a rat and he can prove it and all of that. So then Lil Meech text 50 and 50 posted the text. He like, yo man, 50, I thought we was good. I thought we was real friends in real life. We don't even with Rick Ross. He just gave my pops a little bread until we shoot the next season of BMF. And 50 said, what next season, Lil? This is who 50 Cent has been throughout his career. Irv Gotti just passed away, and that's what 50 posted. I was proud of him because he said God bless him. I said, oh, 50's becoming a better person. I thought he was gonna buy tickets to the funeral so his family couldn't come. I'm being careful what I say in this video before 50 say, what comedy show, Lil?
Big Meech thought he was making boss moves teaming up with Rick Ross, thinking he had found a solid ally in the industry. Now he's realizing the game's changed and loyalty is just a word people use when it suits them. After turning his back on 50 Cent and siding with Ross, Meech expected to walk out of prison and reclaim his throne, but instead he was met with betrayal. At first, Rick Ross rolled out the red carpet, showing Meech a ton of love and making promises about getting him back on his feet. It looked like Meech was about to step back into the world like a king, with Ross playing the role of his biggest supporter. But just like the industry always does, as soon as things didn't go as planned, Ross made one of the biggest switch-ups we've seen in a minute. Not only did he back out of whatever promises he made to Meech, but he went straight to the man Meech had turned his back on. 50 Cent. And let's be honest, that's not just disloyalty, that's shady business. Put your back to the wall and slide down. You know how this goes. Don't miss out on the car show, happening June 7th. Get your tickets now. For the hustlers out there, understand this. You've got to stop making business personal. Meech is now standing on his own, watching the man he trusted jump ship to, cozy up to his old rival. It's clear as day that Meech was once a king on the streets, but the industry plays by a whole new set of rules, and loyalty isn't guaranteed. Meech thought he was making power moves, but in reality, he was just a pawn in a much bigger game. Now he's watching as Rick Ross, who promised to help him, vanishes like he never knew him. It's obvious now that Ross was never truly loyal. He just wanted to humiliate 50 Cent and snatch the BMF brand for himself. Meech is left scrambling, trying to figure out where it all went wrong and blaming Rick Ross for hyping him up, making him turn on 50 and then dipping when it didn't suit him.
Put your back against the wall and just slide down. You already know, car show going down June 7th. Get online right now, get your tickets right now. But for the hustlers, I want y'all to understand you gotta stop making business personal.
This story is about to get messier. Meech thought walking out of prison meant walking right back into power, but now he's standing alone, watching everything he built crumble. The BMF brand, thriving under 50's control. Meanwhile, Rick Ross has disappeared like he never played a part in it. Ross didn't just leave Meech hanging, he ran straight back to 50. Yes, the same 50 Cent Ross has been beefing with for years. Suddenly, they're doing business together. Again, people are saying that Ross might have actually done 50 Cent a huge favor, because if Meech could switch sides so easily, was he ever really loyal? Was he standing on business, or just looking for the next big deal? Now Meech is watching his legacy concert flop, realizing the industry isn't giving him the love he expected. He's got nobody to blame but himself, and Rick Ross, who gassed him up, then ghosted him. Meech was trying to make power moves, but it turned out he was just a pawn in Ross's game. Just 2 days before Meech's big Welcome Back concert, the whole thing got cancelled out of nowhere. The official statement was vague. Due to unforeseen circumstances, tonight's show has been cancelled. Refunds will be made at point of purchase. No warning, just public embarrassment for Meech. And who was sitting back, watching it all unfold like he knew exactly how it would play out? 50 Cent.
And we 2 days away from the Big Meech concert. Get your tickets right now. Make sure everybody flying to the city for this. It's gonna be huge.
When the cancellation notice dropped, 50 wasted no time rubbing it in. He posted the flyer like it was an award, captioning it with, "I had nothing to do with this. Please stop calling my phone. I hope you have a nice day. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm stronger than you think." Classic 50 Cent, always 2 steps ahead. But he wasn't done. 50 hit Instagram again, apologizing sarcastically to the fans who had been hyped for the show. When a fan accused 50 of pulling the plug on the concert, 50 didn't deny it. Instead, he reposted the accusation, adding, "I apologize for your trip to Miami, but they've been playing with me. Let's build when you get back to the city." At this point, 50 is just sitting back, playing chess while everyone else is still figuring out how to roll the dice. Meanwhile, Big Meech is left standing alone. No legacy concert, no real allies, and nobody to clean up the mess. To make matters worse, his son Lil Meech just lost his biggest paycheck. Lil Meech tried to play the loyalty card with 50, hoping it would save the concert, but 50's not having it. That family-first speech didn't work, and now everything's falling apart. Season 4 of BMF off the table. Cent recently dropped a bomb on Instagram by leaking private text messages from Lil Meech, and those texts were a huge talking point. Lil Meech was practically begging 50 to understand his situation, claiming he would give 50 the shirt off his back, all while defending his father's partnership with Rick Ross.
Look, I do want to do a BMF film because you've been entertained by a lackluster, small budget series. Now it's time to do a big budget film.
The real shocker. Lil Meech confirmed that Rick Ross had been financially supporting Big Meech, covering his bills until the next BMF season. It's clear now that Ross wasn't just helping. He was controlling the situation. He kept Big Meech close, all while driving a wedge between him and 50. And 50, being the strategic mastermind he is, has clearly seen all of this coming. He's letting the game play out exactly how he predicted, while Big Meech's legacy crumbles. But let's get into the real mess. Is 50 Cent secretly pulling the strings behind the scenes, making sure everything goes south for Meech? Or did Meech just make one big mistake by trusting the wrong people? The drama surrounding BMF is only getting messier, and the future of the show is hanging in the balance. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned for all the latest updates. The tea is just getting started.